Welcome back, guys. At this point, I think we're going to move away from the beginner's guide tutorial style, and we're going to start having a bit more fun with this. We're still going to be looking to beat career mode, but we're going to start focusing on having fun with the game, building some weird stuff. I really want to build a space station, and I was kind of going to do that next, but I'd love to wait to get some more interesting contracts. So in the meantime, until we get some good contracts for either building the space station or going to Minmus or something, we're going to do something cool. Let's build a cool space plane. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to upgrade the runway, because this is just a horrible runway. So we're going to just upgrade this, and then we can build bigger stuff. Cool. We're not going to upgrade the space plane hangar yet. We can already build fairly sophisticated planes. Let's just have a quick check in mission control. Hey Gene, how you doing? What other contracts we got? We got position a satellite in polar orbit. We've already done that. Perform visual surveys of the moon. Now we could go back and do that, and I think we probably will. And we've got to do 2 rescues from orbit around the moon. Ooh, you know, we could tie that all together. That'd make an interesting episode, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, we're going to do that. Right, let's just take these. But before we jump into the space plane hangar, we need to do some research. So what do we want? Well, we're going to pick up, let's see, where are we? Here we go. Supersonic Flight, which gives us some really cool new pieces that we can use to build a space plane. So we'll take that, and we'll also take advanced aerodynamics. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, now let me tell you, these things are sweet to look at. Look at this puppy. Oh yeah, now we're getting somewhere. This is going to be kind of modelled on the Blackbird. Oh yeah. Right, let's throw some stuff on that. So let's go to fuel tanks first of all, and we'll bang on. Now there are. This is the one we want, the Mark II liquid fuel fuselage, and we're going to bang. What do I think? Probably like a couple of these on here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's move over here a little bit so we can get stuff on. Right, so I'm thinking like we bang a couple of those on, if I can actually get them to. There we go. That gives us kind of a good body to the aircraft. God, I can't talk today. What the hell's wrong with me? Right, then how about we stick one of these bi-couplers on, which I really like the look of, and it's already looking fairly cool. Now we've got a couple of options here for what we could kind of do, and it's just occurred to me I should have picked up landing as well. Yeah, well, yeah, is what it is. Right, what can we do with these? Well, we can take a couple of engines, and we can stick a couple of Weasley jet engines. Oh, not a Terrier. That would be a bad idea. We can stick a couple of Weasley engines on the back of this. None of the other ones will help us with this, unfortunately. It would be cool to get some more powerful jet engines, but we can still have some fun with this. Right, let's take. What do we want? We want a delta wing. Oh yeah. Right. Let's up the symmetry mode, and we can pop a couple of nice delta wings. Those will end up going backwards. I can kind of guarantee that. You know what? Let's put the rest of the stuff on it first, and then we'll see where we should position our wings. Right. What else do I want? I want a tail plane. Where the hell is the tail plane? Here's the tail fin. Am I going to have 1 or am I going to have 2? Yeah, you know, I might have 2. Just because I think it looks cooler with 2. Like, you only need 1, but it just looks so much cooler with 2. Right, yeah, we're doing that. What the hell else? Now, I should have put. I really should have got landing. We could have put the landing gear, which actually folds up, which would have been kind of nice. I might jump out. You know what? I'm going to jump out and get it. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just popped out and researched landing, which gives us, where are they? Ha ha ha! This small landing gear. Right, let's have a little look underneath here, and we'll pop one of these on about there. As you can see, this is going to retract into here. which is kind of cool. Okay, so having got that in place, we want now we want some air intakes. Now there are a couple of like inline ones, and now we've got engine nacelles, which you can kind of glue on the bottom of the wings and stuff, which is very cool. And we might do that on a future one. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with I was looking for the. See, you've got these RAM air intakes, right, which are kind of inline ones, which are very cool. And if you're using the engine nacelles, you can put these on, and those would look pretty cool. And you've also got these intakes. Now these are actually part of the fuselage. So if I take one of these off for a second, put it there, you could put these on the back. And if I spin it round. Oops, wrong way. If I spin it round like that, right, you can see it's got an air intake on the top. So you could use those. The problem is that we need to put landing gear on this, and this landing gear that we've got at the moment doesn't have particularly good clearance, and so we'd probably end up ripping the engines off when we tried to take off. So that probably wouldn't be a good plan. So what we're going to do instead, pop that back on, is just go with a couple of regular air intakes, I think. So let's go to the next page, and there it is, the good old radial air intake, which are pretty horrible, I have to say, but I kind of like at this point I'm not sure there's a whole hell of a lot that we can do about it. It's going to increase the drag of the plane, unfortunately, but we'll see. Right, let's put symmetry on. We'll pop a couple of these on here, like, I don't know, like that maybe. There we go. It shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad with the drag. And with the reduced drag of this body, we should get better performance out of this. So I'm hoping we're going to be able to get supersonic with this. It would be nice. Right, what else do we want? These are sexy. And seriously, guys, like, you've got to read some of the descriptions on the parts, because some of them are really funny. Now, where's a strake? Here you go, a wind strake. Strakes are like sideburns for your plane. The girls will fall for you. And so we can take a couple of these, and what you can do is you can take them back until they kind of merge with the wings, and it looks kind of awesome. So I'm thinking we're probably going to end up with like a couple sort of like there-ish. Okay, right, let's go back to landing for a second, and we'll put the landing gear on this thing. So we want some landing gear. Now the problem with this is trying to get these things to work as landing gear is actually kind of difficult, because they kind of don't want to work on the back end of this plane. So now you can put them on the bottom of the wings, and if I nope, that wasn't the way I wanted to go. I wanted to go that way. Now again, you could try and do it on the back. I mean, really we'd kind of like it like back here, but trying to get them to do anything sensible is kind of difficult. They just kind of don't want to. I mean, that is a possible there. You know what? We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Oh, this is going to be fairly freaky. All right, let's take a look at our center of mass and our center of lift. Because obviously we want our center of lift to be behind our center of mass, and that actually is not in a bad place. That's not in a bad place at all. You know what? Let's just move our strakes back slightly. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Now what's going to happen to our centre of gravity as we use up our fuel? Remember, you're going to use this tank first and then this tank. Well, we can find out just by removing the fuel. Well, that's going to send the centre of gravity like way back, which is going to make this kind of difficult to fly. So I think we're going to end up moving our wings back a bit. Like about there and there. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Alrighty. Now I need to double up the wings. That would be a good plan. Now that would have been an interesting flight. Okay, and here we go. See, now the centre of gravity is moving back nicely. There we go. That's more like it. Alright, I think we should take this little baby on a little test flight, don't you? Now we've got a contract to go to a few places, so I think we'll go and do this. I'm just wondering whether I bother trying to put parachutes on this or whether I just land it. Oh, come on, we should do it properly, shouldn't we? We should land it. Alright, let's do it. Okay guys, so can anyone see anything wrong with this picture? It's not immediately obvious, but I want you to pay attention to the right side of the aircraft. There's a part missing, and when you try to take off, this happens. There we go, and it's not going to fly very well with a strake missing. Okay, let's go back to the spaceplane hangar. Sorry about that. Oh dear. Right, I've added the missing strake, which should solve that problem. I've also put some elevons on. Now this thing will fly perfectly well without elevons. Let's pop the brakes on for a sec. But they just make like fine-tuning things a little bit easier. It's easier to make fine adjustments if you've got elevons. But I mean you can fly it perfectly well without, but they just make life a little bit easier. Right, we've got a two-man crew. We've got Bill Kerman along as our engineer, and Valentina is our pilot. Good old Valentina. She's about time she came back. Right, should we get this puppy in the air? Okay, thrusters to max. Let's have SAS on and spin up the engines. And once they've spun up, take off the brakes, and we'll see. Do we go straight down the runway? Oh, it looks like it. It looks like it. Valentina's doing a good job in the pilot. Oh, look how much she's enjoying herself. We are passing 150 meters per second. Let's get this puppy off the ground. Oh, she flies. She flies, and she flies quite well actually. Quite nice. Ooh, like it. Like it. Let's level her up. Right, where are we going? Well, we've got to go right to the other side of the damn planet. Don't worry, I'm going to edit out the long flight. But we've got to go to Dursey's Abyss. We've got to do a flyover, and then do a crew report, and then we've got to go over here and get some and do some EVAs over at these three. So this is going to be our first target. Let's put the navigation on. And we'll go back to the view from the plane. Do you want to have a look inside the cockpit? Let's have a look inside the cockpit. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted. Nope, I didn't want the orbit. That's what I want. I want the chase camera. I pressed V instead of C. My bad. And yeah, now we can see inside. Look, look. You can see the Kerbals. Oh, look. That's Bill, looking very scared. Oh my god, what's going on? And we're obviously in the pilot's chair, and yeah, we can see everything that's going on. Look out the windows and everything. Isn't it cool? You gotta love this game. Right, let's go back. Right, okay guys, this is going to be a long flight. Let's point ourselves towards the target. So let's roll her over a bit. Oh, it's a little bit. It's the SAS that makes it a bit jerky, to be honest. Let's push the nose down just a touch. Make the turn easier. Here we go. Let's come around. Now, where's our target icon? Should be appearing down here. Where is it? because we need to be going in this kind of direction. I still don't see it. That's whoops, that was a bit heavy-handed. Where the hell's the damn target icon? Come on, pull your nose up a little bit. She's not actually flying supersonic. But she's very close to supersonic. We'd need either better engines, or actually, you know what would help? Let's zoom in because I want to show you this. How about if we put the gear up? Now we're at 288, 289. Let's put the gear up. Remove that drag. Oh, and she starts to pick up speed. You can see she's getting. Oh, we're over 300 now. Oh, this thing might just break the sound barrier. That would be very cool. Oh, I can't wait for us to get like hypersonic planes. It's going to be excellent. Alrighty, so now still I don't see our target icon. Now we're going up there. We need to come across here. That's why. We are headed in the wrong direction. So let's tip her over, pull back on the nose. We should be headed in this kind of direction. But again, I'm still not seeing the target icon. Can't be that much further around, surely. Oh, there it is. There it is. A little bit further. Let's turn her over a bit. Push the nose down. Here we go. Come around a bit more. Bit more. Bit more. Bit more. That's probably about, yeah, maybe a tiny touch more. It's very difficult to see. You kind of need to be pointing down a little bit before you can see the damn icon properly. Right. Let's come around a tiny bit more. Come on. There we go. That's about right. Good enough. Now we just need to settle in for a long flight across the ocean, guys. So yeah, like, come back when we get to the other side of the world. Okay, I thought I'd give you a quick update. We are about halfway to our target. Yeah, about halfway, and they've just served the in-flight meal. They've been watching a movie. It was Prometheus, I think, and they were very disappointed. But then wasn't everybody. And they just served the in-flight meal, which was fish. Nice bit of turbot. But Bill, I don't think Bill likes fish. He's not looking very happy. But Valentina, she's having a whale of a time. I think she even enjoyed the film. But then, it is what it is. She's got very bad taste. Right, yeah, it's just a case of carrying on. This thing is flying absolutely fine, except when I'm running it 3 times. I really advise you not to go to 4 times warp with this thing, because planes tend to do some very bad things, like break apart if you run them at 4 times speed. But 3 times speed should be fine. Okay, guys, we're just passing over some pretty spectacular mountains at the moment. So I thought I'd show you that. But the sun is going down. So not only are we going to have to land on some slightly rough terrain, but we're going to have to do it in the dark. This could get interesting, guys. Stay tuned. Okay, so I've just warped it down to ×1 because we're coming up on our destination. So we need to be ready to run a crew report as soon as we enter our target area. We're pretty much bang on target. Oh, there we go. Let's do the crew report. Excellent. Collected the survey data. Oh, we get 3.5 signs for it, so it's not completely horrible. Okay, so that's the first part of this contract. Should be done. Where are we? That's ferrying tourists, and a couple of tests, and perform visual surveys of Kirby. And this is the one. Here we go. Take a crew report. Right, so we've done that. So we can now change our target to this thing, activate navigation, and we'll have a bit of a course correction. Okay, guys, I think at this point we'll cut our thrust down to, I don't know, not very much, and we're gonna begin a gentle ascent. Now I think this looks kind of sort of relatively flat-ish, but really we are this is a stab in the dark, so we'll kind of see. I am going to do a little bit of a turn because we're off target, and I've actually changed my target to the middle one, simply because, like, if I aim for the middle one of the three, then I've got a better chance of actually getting there. Right, that'll do. Doing this in the dark is kind of a stupid idea. If you're doing this, like, don't try this at home. Don't do it in the dark. Right, we're coming in, so I'm gonna kind of pick the nose up now, and I'm probably gonna, you know what, I'm gonna kill the power because I want to come in like as slow and smooth as possible, and I don't mind kind of taking my time. Like, if this was during the day, I'd probably come in a little bit hotter, but as it is, like, as long as I get on the ground, I will be happy. Like, how low are we? It's impossible to tell, like, where the ground is. Like, if you want to try something a bit tricky, try this. Try landing on unknown terrain at night. Good lord. Okay, let's get the gear down. There comes our gear. I'll zoom in so you can actually see it. You know what, I'll do that again. Put the gear up. There we go. There's our gear coming down. Okay, cool. Alright. And I'm going to just level it up a tiny bit. And you can see the SAS keeps dragging the nose down. Whoa, are we down? We're down. Oh, kill the engines. And I'm not. Am I going to bother braking? We're going uphill by the look of it. Yep, we're going uphill. That'll kill our speed for us. You know what? We'll have a little bit of a brake, just to get us down sort of below 30 meters per second or something. A little bit more. There we go. Right, now I'm going to try and turn this around, which might be easier said than done. Okay, so Bob has just got the second sample from the second site. We've now got to go to the third site. That's quite a distance away. So yeah, I'll jump ahead again. Really difficult to see. Oh, here we go. Right, power down, brakes, lock. Here we go. Fortunately, we're going uphill, so we should stop very quickly. There we go. So we just need Bill to pop out and do it. Yeah, we're going to get Bill to do it because it doesn't matter who does it. So we're going to get him to do the EVA, and that's it. We've completed the mission. Thank God for that. Now, I was planning to take off and fly back to the airport and do a runway landing. I will do it in a future mission, but I am not going to try and take off from here in the dark. I think that would be pretty crazy. So let's get him back on board. Yeah, we'll dump that experiment. That's fine. And yeah, I mean, it's a shame. I would have liked to have flown back and tried to land this puppy on the runway, but yeah, we'll do that on another mission. Right, let's recover the vessel. Okay, cool. We picked up 12.5 science, which isn't huge, but it all helps. And what else? Yeah, we got the funds back for the plane, and we got Valentina and Bill. Bill got 1 experience, which is very good. That's good for him. Now there's one other contract that we can do very, very quickly, because it's dead easy. I'm just going to have a look in mission control, see if we got it. Oh yes, look, fly by Minmus. Oh my god, build a new orbital station around Oh my goodness. Oh, that's awesome. So, you know what? I'm going to take these before... I'm not even going to risk the possibility of them expiring. We'll grab both of those. Some nice advances. Look, we're almost up to 1 million in cash. That's awesome. Let's jump into the VAB quickly. And we're going to do a very quick test contract. Where's the contract? It's down here somewhere. We've got so many contracts though. It's the only thing about taking all the contracts. But yeah, we've got a contract to test. Here we go, launch escape system. And it's so easy. All we do, take a command pod. In fact, I'm not even going to do a command pod because you need to be able to control it. We'll use one of these Octos. And all you do is you go to utility and you get this launch escape system. That is the one, isn't it? Yep, that's the one. And you plop that on the top. Now the launch escape system is supposed to pull the capsule away from a rocket in case the rocket is malfunctioning in some way. And all we've got to do to test this is go to the launch pad. And it's one stage, and all we've got to do is fire it. Now you could put a parachute on this if you really wanted to, but I thought you guys would like the explosion, so here we go. And boom. Oh, that bit actually didn't get blown up. Unbelievable. I confess I was expecting a bigger explosion than that, but never mind. So let's see, what have we done? We've got the test complete. We got another science for that, so that's a good thing. We did the surveys. Got another bunch of cash. More cash, more cash, more cash, more cash. Right, next time I would like to do this space station. Whether we do it around Minmus or whether we maybe test it out in orbit here, because what I'd like to do is create like a real space station, like the International Space Station, you know, and have a science section, but also making it a refueling centre so that we can send stuff up there, refuel it, and then send it off to the planets. I think that would be a cool idea. So I want your feedback, guys, and I want suggestions, and I want like modules that we could plug into it. So if you've got an idea for how we should construct a science module or how we should construct a refueling module, like leave me a comment and leave me a list of the parts that should be in it. And if we do that, I'll put your name on it. Okay, how about that? So there you go. Get your thinking caps on, and I'll see you for the next episode. Peace out.